Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? Happy 420. Happy Saturday. I have been jumping around trying to find all y'all. Everybody seems pretty spread out today, so do us a favor, tweet out the room, and let's hope Superspace is registered this one today. Here we go. DJ Cartel, Rasta there, Rastos, Zilla. Tell them Sarami and Virgo represent for the champion sound Island Ton every time they sing. I'm to them. Yes, sir, Mousy. What's going on a Saturday, y'all? We got a bunch of news to talk about. I remember yesterday, I was trying to break down Bitcoin ordinals for you guys, and I actually have a legit link for the ordinal wallet right here on my page. So I'm gonna throw it up top for you early birds, because it'll probably get pushed way over to the right by the time this is done. Where is it? Oh shit! I swear, it was the last thing I retweeted. So why can't I see it? I was also just in the DMs with a young man from crofam, uh, who was dropping these land NFTs that look really dope. Uh, but it looked like they were. I mean, they're called tectonic land tiles, but it's not affiliated with tectonics. So hopefully we can do something about this. Something positive. Yogi, what's up, man? Can you see my retweets? Because I can't. Oh, I hope I can hear you
Hello, can you
today.
hear me?
There he is. Thanks
Yeah,
for looking up.
Can I see your retweets on your page?
Yeah, the last thing I retweeted
Yeah, the
was it
Ordinals
was
wallet.
yeah, the Ordinals wallet. Can you pin it up top?
Sure.
Thank you, sir. Also, it's ordinalswallet.com. But for those of you that weren't here yesterday, this is the wallet and the Web3 product that allows you to read the Bitcoin blockchain and see the ordinals or the NFTs that are attached to individual Satoshis. And that shit is just getting started, man. Bitcoin NFTs, they're just They're just kicking off. This is like ETH NFTs 2 years ago.
How much is this shit?
Well, that's a really good question
I mean,
because
'cause I'm just wondering. 'Cause, I mean, Bitcoin is up there,
they
and
don't
if
even
you,
have any marketplaces.
I mean,
It's like all of this is peer to peer. They were doing it on spreadsheets to start. Um, but all of this is going to change day to day, week to week, for sure. So we're going to keep talking about it in here. And hopefully people start making money off of these. Be nice to start making Bitcoin off NFT flips. Because what you can do now is you can use the Lightning Network. And that's how you can make fast, cheap Bitcoin transactions. So it may even get affordable. At this point, I've been avoiding it because I don't have Bitcoin on the blockchain to mess around with, you know?
I don't have Bitcoin at all.
Well, let's fix that, Yogi.
No.
This is the year. Hey,
Why?
I'm not giving up on your $20 of Bitcoin from Choice. I actually wrote to them today.
I thought it was supposed to be $50.
That's what I thought because it was. And even when I tweeted that I I sent the old link to Murphy. I tweeted it out yesterday. The graphic still says 50, but I read the terms and service that's up to date on the website right now, and it says unlimited, and it used to be 5 back in the day, 5 for $50. Um, it says unlimited at 20. So
Okay.
you deserve 20, I deserve 20, and everybody that's not in the Choice app yet, uh, and getting free Bitcoin every day with us, we're not giving up. So sign up if you haven't.
Now, hey, how much they charge you monthly for this?
Nothing.
Well, I received the email saying they wanted some kind of monthly payment. I was like, what the hell?
For what?
For having an account open.
That's crazy.
But they never took nothing
I
because they
mean,
said something about it. They said I needed to change my settings or something, and I didn't.
okay.
So
You may have set it up as some type of investment account where they're going to charge you monthly to. Oh, also, there's a bunch of different options when you set up these accounts. One of them is custodial and one of them is non, right? One of them is you let them hold your Bitcoin, and they might even charge you for holding your Bitcoin for you. But that's a retirement account. It's a IRA, so it's tax-free gains on Bitcoin if you send. You can put up to $6,000 US in a IRA account each year. And if you buy Bitcoin with that and hold it in your IRA, like I am, they can't tax you on it. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I'm not a tax guy. My wife told the OBGYN that I was a financial advisor. I'm glad you all got a kick out of that. She just she overhears the wrong parts of these shows. Did everybody tweet out the room? Great. I'm checking anyways. Nope. All right, take care of that. Every other space I jump in today, they're arguing about royalties. It's like, is this 6 months ago all over again? Yogi, you're the only one I got up here, so you gotta yay or nay.
I don't know.
All
Rock.
right, then shut your damn mic off. You're gonna turn me into a bully already?
Hey,
Come on.
but I really want to talk about
What do you want to talk
hey,
about?
y'all go met Battle Cats?
Who is Battle Cats?
The tactical Battle Cats from R Dog
Oh,
and R.
tactical. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
Yeah,
uh we gave some out in here yesterday, right?
I don't know. Nah, I don't think I made it in here yesterday.
I'm pretty sure we gave some out yesterday. Oh, or in the Discord for the Rumble.
Dude, the Rumble was lit last night. Jesus.
Sheesh. I got a bunch of stuff written down here. First and foremost, we have the TVLs from the biggest protocols on Chronos. VVS is up 1.3%. Crodex is up 1.5%. Tectonics TVL is up 0.3. Board Candy is down 8.7%, 8.6%. And MMF is up 0.6%. So I wonder why there's so much liquidity leaving Board Candy. That doesn't make much sense. We'll wait till Voodoo gets here. The Blur airdrop. Blur is starting season 2 for all you ETH cats down there. And then a bunch of stuff went down this past week with the FTX debacle. We haven't talked about this in a while, but I guess Sam got busted watching the Super Bowl on a VPN and had to go back into court. And now today I'm hearing that Nishad Singh, who was like his right-hand man and no one knew what was going down with him, he's pleading guilty. And they named the 2 people that put up the money to get Sam out of jail. I didn't hear anyone talking about that. Larry Kramer and I don't know this other guy, Andreas Popke. They put up Larry put up $500,000 and the other dude put up 200,000. I still don't understand how that got him out of jail. But all that happened in the past week. Right? Wasn't the Super Bowl last weekend? Pretty sure.
Yep, it was last Sunday.
I can't
Bro,
read
I
my
want
own handwriting.
after the Thunder Rumbles last night, they had some rumbles in the Nobody's Discord, and I won the very last one. And I got me a Buddy Bricks.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
get one of those, man. I've been meaning to get this chimp in a buddy brick.
I'm gonna go ahead and get my Chrono Balls that I'm wearing. Go ahead and get that done.
Yeah, make sure to like show us how you did it, and put it out on Twitter. Because people are gonna want to do what you're doing.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah. I got.
pay? Can you pay with crypto? I heard that they
They got Apple Pay
integrated like Crypto.com Pay, so you could use like any of the coins from Crypto.com.
on Buddy Labs.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. I know you could Apple Pay and stuff, though. I know that.
Well, that's all good. Hey, Zaza's here. I gotta get this guy. I haven't talked to Kazan in like 8 months. KD is here. Jello Mold. Jello is sponsoring Martech Space this morning.
I
Making
saw
big
that.
moves.
Yeah, Jellomo's moving up.
Yo, and no shit. Like, I go to his morning tweet and I'll just click on, because he actually has it in sequential order, like who's running spaces. If you just go to his tweet, you can just keep track that way.
Hell yeah.
Use
Shit.
this man. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, dude,
Use this man. His
I got that.
tweets, download the app, whatever's easy for you. Just, he's
He
a
got. He don't have
resource.
an app yet, huh?
What?
He don't have an app yet, huh?
Yeah. The
No.
the Crusader app, bro.
No, but it's still on the internet. You can't download it.
You can put it on your
You
home
got to
screen.
bookmark it.
I mean, what is a DApp besides
Well, you said download it, so I'm like, wait, whoa.
download it to your home screen like Murphy did?
Yeah, I got it bookmarked, so I just go. I check it a few times a day.
Yeah, actually, that was a real question. Like, what is a DApp? What the fuck is the difference between a web page and a DApp?
Mm, I'm not 100% sure on that.
It's like a DApp is it's
A decentralized app.
contained. It's like a self-contained web page. Well, I can't understand your hand signals. Just come up here,
It
scaredy
sounds like you're on
cat.
the right track. You're getting thumbs up, so it sounds like
Thumbs up
right.
means well, Zaza's up here. What's up, Za?
Hey, what's up? Can
Yeah,
you hear me?
I missed your voice.
Yeah, long time, bro. But there's a reason why I'm not coming
I
to talk.
figured
What did you figure?
that there was a reason, like a good reason. Like there better be a good reason.
But what do you think gonna be the reason?
Well, everyone always tells me they're busy, work. Sometimes people have like a baby. You didn't have a baby, did you?
No,
Okay.
bro. But I'm not always working, so it's not always the excuse. But there's another reason, bro. It's something regarding this space, and I I like the space very much, and I like you and what you're up for. But it's not in line with what I think about the Kronos chain and how we grow together as a community.
Well, I hear what you're saying, and I it I've been confused recently because I hear so many different things, and I see so many different um, just takes on Chronos. Like there are people that not only were in these spaces with us in the beginning, but ran spaces like this in the beginning that are now on Twitter saying Chronos is dead, which is such a strange thing to say when
Do you
it's
want to
categorically
elaborate
false,
on it?
you know?
I mean, you can't satisfy everybody, but we could elaborate on it why people think that and why some people don't like your space and why people like your space, and we could think about it, and I can share my thoughts about it,
Oh,
and
please, man. Because when I
but I
say I'm confused, I'm serious. Like, I don't know.
no, it's really good to have like a space like yours and that everyone is able to talk and share the ideas and the projects. But to be honest, like Kronos is too small and we are diluting a lot of the users and the funds they have and different kind of projects that are not really good in my point of view. And the point is, crypto.com is trying to build something for everyone who's coming to Kronos to start with and to be secure and to have exchange on the DeFi side also, and to have all the different opportunities also for. I mean, you can see it on the DeFi app itself. We have all the dApps already established, also from the Kronos Labs, and the chance to get flooded at these dApps is less than the ones that are coming up here and sharing and trying to get the people on their own chain. And we have too many exchanges, and we have a really good exchange, VVS, even if the returns and the liquidity pools, the APRs and everything are not that high. They're much more secure than the ones that are coming up and trying to getting the people on their own exchange. And if we would all together use our funds on only one exchange, for example, then Kronos would also be much greater than it is right now. And if anybody's coming here and going to different kind of exchanges, for example, then we are diluting all the magic power and the. You get my point
Yeah.
on this?
I mean, I've heard a lot of people saying that there's no sense of loyalty on Chronos. And I, again, am confused by that, but that's because whether or not we're trying to create a bubble in here, like the jungle is obviously a bubble, and whatever vibe we're putting out kind of stays in here. But like, I just, we, all right, first and foremost, I locked my VVS for 4 years, right? I locked my tonic for 4 years, and I locked my MMF for 4 years. So I'm loyal to those three uh, by proxy, you know? I'm not going
Can
anywhere. But like, what is this disloyalty vibe? Because
the thing is, bro, like how much percentage of your funds that you are investing in these projects is it? Is it like 40%? Is it 20%? Is it 80%? Or how much is it that you are using in the established
I've got
platforms?
about 60% of my crow in Tectonic.
Okay, imagine now. Don't take it wrong, Yogi, but Yogi is on every small exchange and or every small project and everything. If he's using his, instead of 10% on the established ones, he's using 60%, it would have much more effect on the whole Kronos exchange and more attention and more people coming also to crypto.com and the DeFi side.
So your opinion would be it's a better look for us to focus on the larger and more successful projects um, on Kronos, since we are small and we do have really good stuff going on here. But like, to spread out a small crowd makes us look unappealing.
Yeah, the thing is, bro, Yogi is now more experienced, for example. Sorry for taking you as example, Yogi, but he's taking his profits from the LPs with the high APRs and everything, and he's getting out of it probably on the at the right moment. But all the other people that are coming here, they are just getting wrecked at the end because they stay too long and the APR is going down and the coin that they're using on the exchanges, it's not worth anymore anything. And if the focus is on just a couple of exchanges on projects, then we would gather together a much more effect on the whole. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's the point why I'm not coming up and to talk. I don't want to offend all the project leads and from the different kind of projects, and I'm not I'm not in favor for them. So I just keep silent in there and I take it. I mean, my investment for myself is just with the established one. And if I share it, I probably upset the other ones. Even if there are some who are not trying to fight other people or something, they should accept that we haven't established Kronos at all, that we are small and that we should focus on the big ones
Zaza,
first.
you got to stay up
That's
here
why.
with me. And I'm going to throw you the co host, and I'm not taking no for an answer because we
Oh,
started this
bro,
space together. Okay. And how the fuck do you think I felt this whole time supporting everybody in here starting their own projects and tokens when I knew every single fucking one was a bad idea? And I said it, but like, how am I supposed to not hurt feelings? Everybody wants to do their own thing. You can't stop them, right? We just we say that it's a better look for all of us to get behind each other.
yeah, the thing is, bro, I can't stay too long. It's already almost midnight, and uh, maybe we could do it on another day when we also have more people attending also and at a better time for me. But let me give you my point on this. How should I say it? Like, if we have enough people, and for example, let's take Argonauts, right? They are in the Kronos labs, they get the support and everything. And if we would spend our money on the NFTs over there and give it more value, and other people would come over and just focus on a couple of projects instead of diluting all the money, then we would have much more power for Kronos in general. And this is what I think the other platforms are doing, like Polygon. And I mean, yeah, it's really, really sad for me to see that way, but it is my money, so I know what to do for myself. I don't want to advise anybody on that,
But you remember
but
back in the day,
I made my
Kazan,
experience and I burned
we had a
myself.
much you and I had a very similar feeling about crypto.com and what they were doing behind the scenes and what their long-term vision was for Kronos and what we were building as a community. And a lot of that has been reinforced even recently. Um,
The thing is, bro, they're building the ground for us. And then other projects come and take the floor from us,
well, yeah,
right?
because we
And
fight over
then
it.
all the magic is going. but the idea behind Kronos and what they are up for, it's really good. Like I'm still using the decentralized way also, and it is bringing me all the cash back and everything. It's still working, and it's better than other credit cards and stuff. And then I have the option to go for the DeFi and the dApps that are already established there. And this is the way I do. And what I've learned, if I look back and reflect, is that I've also burnt myself with a lot of projects that I haven't heard a lot of and that I wasn't aware of who is behind it. And I'm going the safer way with crypto.com. And that's my
Yeah,
point.
because
And,
there's definitely a difference in how all these chains are being operated. Like the way Solana got behind the protocols and projects on their chain, the way Polygon is doing it right now, and the way Crypto.com is doing it. They're very different.
yeah, I mean, for example, Chronoballs is a good project, and they're a small project, and they are not trying to reach to everyone. It's a local project also, and they're helping kids. That's fine, but people understand like, hey, you can. People would understand it wrong and invest instead of 10% on Chronoballs to help and make Omar making the project a better and better project and to help the kids. Instead of that, they are using 40% of the funds, and this is not helping Kronos at all. If the people would invest more in the established projects, even the platform itself would grow in general, and then the smaller would also profit from it because more people are coming over
No,
here.
I hear that.
And then
Yeah.
yeah.
And when I said that earlier, I obviously wasn't talking about Chronoballs or Loaded Companions or, well, no, I was talking about Thundercats because part of me looks back and feels like, okay, we did have the option to just stay chimps and lions, right? And just push those projects even farther. But we did start our own thing. So I'll throw myself in the fucking hat. Yogi, what's up?
Um, I was just wanted to know if Kasan knew that Chronoball is going to be dropping an ETH mint soon, and we hoping to. I think they're going to be getting a bridge set up with Daddy G and them, and being able to bridge your Chronoballs on ETH back to Crow. So hopefully that'll bring some people from the ETH side over to the Crow side. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes.
That's all we can do. You know, keep doing what we're doing, try new things, try to entice people and at least make them see what we're doing.
Yeah, if you ask me now, the next step would be to show them the established platforms, the devs. Bring them here and show them the established ones to get the feet on the ground. And then they can look out for the other projects later on.
Murph, what's up?
I just wanted to come up and say, love you, Zaza. I completely agree with you, and I'm on your side. If you need to go, I will take over your fight for you.
I appreciate you, Murph.
Yeah, I mean, we've also, like, if you look at the transactions on the chain, um, we haven't been bouncing back as hard as we should be. I thought that we would see a real increase in DeFi transactions over the past week and a half, um, especially after like Binance was really going through some tough news stories for the past week and a half. I really and like it's probably the same
Bro,
reason that Crow is underperforming. You know,
mass adoption is not on us. It's on the platforms, crypto.com, Binance. It's on the regulators. It's on everybody but us. The only thing we're here for is to catch all of you when you get here and teach you the proper ways, so you don't fuck around and give your crypto.com OX address on a Kronos giveaway, you know what I'm saying? And then it's gone forever. Just different things like that. Like, we need to know our place.
Yeah, and you know what? I say Crow is underperforming, like that's a bummer, when the truth of the matter is uh it's much better for everybody, and definitely much more for the new people to be able to get into Crow at 8 cents than imagine trying to get your friend into Polygon right now when
That
yeah,
part.
like we were buying Matic a month ago for 75, 76 cents, and now it's $1.50. uh, that's a tough sell to some. Well, I mean, it depends what kind of friends you have, but you want to be able to get them in at a good entry point. 8 cents is a good entry point. I don't care who you are.
Man, it was 10 cent. We don't go below the 10 cent, and now we are at 8 cents. We need to focus on the established project. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
And you've been the one who has been teaching VVS, how to use it, how to make LPs and everything. And you
I
did
love
well.
VVS.
If
I
you
still
would
love VVS.
if you would focus on the dApps that are already visible on the DeFi app, and teach how to work with these apps at the first, then we would have even more attraction here.
Well, you got to give it to the scrappy youngsters too, man. Like Board Candy comes on the scene. They get a nice looking game into the App Store right at a time when Apple was making it as difficult as possible for any type of Web3 integrated app to get listed in their store.
Can I ask you something on that? Can
Yeah,
I ask you on that? Is Candy trying to get on the Kronos Labs?
I don't think so.
And if they are trying and if they are not trying, there's a reason for if they tried and they didn't get accepted, for example.
Man, we got to get Voodoo up here.
I'm sorry to
No, I
say
know,
it,
because
and
I'm also.
I don't want to
Did
upset
you
these
hear me
guys
read
because
the
they've been
TVL numbers
taking
for this
part
week?
here.
Because I was going down the list for Kronos, and
Is it going up
no,
or down?
VVS is up 1.3%. Crodex is
Okay.
up 1.5%. Tectonic is up 0.3%. MMF is up 0.6%. And Board Candy is down 8.65%. And that just stuck out to me. I was wondering what was going on. Murph, what do you think?
Well, I just wanted to pipe in and give Zaza a little bit of a devil's advocate. So here, when I came to Kronos, I wouldn't touch VVS with a 10-foot pole. Now, don't get me wrong. This was January last year, right? So January 1st of last year, it was steadily running down, running down, running down, running down. Now, once it got, and to include Tonic, now I treated them the exact same. Once they got to a point where I felt like that was bottom-ish, I started going in, and I've got locked up funds in Tonic and locked up funds in VVS for 4 years, but I wasn't about to get in at the point where Alpha got in, and because there weren't no $3 million going to come up on top of me, so like I'm going to wait and bide my time. But now my devil's advocate question to you, Kazan, is what about those big companies like Walmart, like Target, that come into cities and ruin the small business guy that's just trying to make make a good
Let me come in here if
capitalist
you don't mind and
decision?
respond to that.
No, I do mind, because you didn't even
Yeah,
wait till I was done. You
yeah, but just
jackass.
very quickly.
We love you,
Just
Jimmy.
very quickly.
You're a
Alpha?
fuck.
I was on another page. Jimmy, why do you sound like you're in a basketball court?
But so you mentioned Walmart. The truth is, Walgreens and Walmart bought out all those local pharmacies. They bought out many of the local stores, right? And the other ones they didn't buy out, The fact is their prices are cheaper. I don't think the issue is Walmart. The issue is Amazon. Amazon never makes money and is a monopoly in the e-commerce space. If you're going to
Well,
blame someone,
my
blame
point,
Amazon.
I'm not pointing fingers at complete. I used
You just
names
did.
for examples, but I use name for examples, Jimmy. Just give me a second. See where I'm going with this. This is where it happens when you interrupt people. So my point is that big companies, insert name here, they come in and they take the little guys. So in a situation where, like Kronos, we got a small chain, you know, why not try to promote the air quoted local businesses instead of
It,
the bigger names?
I get you, Murph,
Well,
and
I'll
I
respond
can
to that very quickly.
share my thoughts on that.
Many of the larger businesses we're referring
Jimmy, you
to,
gotta let
of
Zaza
course, are
talk.
good at bringing down prices and have stability. One of the reasons why people use Ethereum, right, and Ethereum's been around for a while, is not just because it was one of the first, but also because it's been very, very reliable. In fact, you know this very well. Crow takes a lot from Ethereum. Even the
And
EVM capability is from Ethereum. The
I share the
staking
same
is
opinion
very much
like
similar
Jimmy.
to Ethereum. So let's not try and say those that are big shouldn't get their due. I would say this. If you're big, like Ethereum, Crow is a competitor in some ways, but Ethereum does well. Crow does well. And if you think that's wrong, I think you're very
No, I
naive.
think that's right. You know, if ETH does well, Crow does well. But this is an interesting
Yeah.
analogy of the small town and the Walmart and the small businesses. Like, if Crow is a small community, small town, do you support small businesses in a small town? Or do you support a Walmart in a small town? It's
Well, I would respond this way. When Walgreens went out and bought all those local pharmacies across the United States, they did so because um, a lot of the pharmacies were run by people who were on the verge of retiring, right? Very few people want to take over those jobs. And so we have a market gap. In the case of Crow, Crow can focus on one thing and will be better at it, right, than someone else. It's a competition. ETH NFTs, for example, the fees are very high still, almost $1 or sometimes $1.50. If we can be a competitive chain and, for example, focus on gaming, which is very hard to do on ETH, I don't think people need to go to Crow out of a feeling that it's supporting a local business. They'll go to Crow because the only way that it can make their game work is by having a lot of low fee transactions. Otherwise, you couldn't do a lot of NFT trading. It is impossible for a game to do a lot of NFT trading on Ethereum. And if you look at Solana, it's basically a dying chain now. Everyone's leaving, not only because it lacks an EVM, but mostly because, of course, most of the projects there were focused on games were also very angry that it was a very unreliable chain, constantly going down. Every 3 or 4 days there'd be an outage. When in Crow had very few outages. So I would say this: it's a competition. Focus on that niche, and as the niche builds up, the niche becomes mainstream. But people will not go and support just because they have an emotional connection to it.
no, that's a
It's
very
based entirely on if it works.
important point, Jimmy. Thank you. KD, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, buddy? Kazam, why do you have to apologize, dude? Why do you have to apologize by saying the truth? Who you gonna hurt? Do people apologize when they take the money and everything? No, they
No,
don't.
you're right.
So
I shouldn't.
why do you have to apologize, man, for expressing yourself and saying how it is the truth, bro?
No,
Like,
the thing is, if I take Murphy's word, like the local ones, maybe they're right for the local place, but if we talk about real business, then we should stick to the bigger one because I also go to Walmart and make my big purchases, but I'd still have 10% for the local ones if I need my self-made bread next corner, for example. But the thing is, there's too many local ones that are flooding too much. You're completely right. I shouldn't apologize, but maybe I'm I'm only pointing on my apologies to the people who are really working hard and trying to do something that is working and not trying to fraud. My apologies is going to these project leads.
I mean, I agree, but at the same time, I mean, if we don't point the fingers, nobody is ever going to keep nobody accountable. But at the same time, I hope you're doing good, bro.
Yeah, brother. I hope you also
Well,
do
the
good.
good news, KD, is that Trollcoin came out with their utility today.
It is hard to invest in a token called
I know. I
Trollcoin
thought the same
Alpha.
thing, Jimmy. And guess what their utility is? They put out a list of scammers. So I don't even think you need to hold the token to get that.
Yeah,
Hey,
let me
bro.
just say very quickly, Murph. Trollcoin has contacted me actually and asked if I could be one of their mascots and influencers because I'm a well-known troll. I asked about their tokenomics, and they said that they're working on that. And then I started trolling them, and they blocked me. So if you're a troll coin, you can't be trolled. Are you truly a troll coin?
That's a good
Bro,
question.
there are
But
heads
I did
exploding
find
right
something.
now.
I know, right? I've got a good question, or I got a good. I found something pretty interesting over the weekend. So there's a if for those of you that like to dig into Chronoscan like I do, um, just take a look at some of the wallets that are messing with Trollcoin. Like it looked to me like the launcher of Trollcoin had about 15 million crow, about $1 million in his wallet. So, I mean, I don't know. Just it doesn't look like no punk to me. And oh, by the way, what was more interesting than how much crow he had is how many transactions was on the wallet, which was upwards of above 3 million transactions. So that's somebody that's been around for quite a while. Not, because my wallet, I've been here for over a year and it's probably got, less than 20,000 transactions. 3 million transactions? That's
You're
somebody's been
sure
around
that's
for a
a person's wallet you're looking at?
while. I
$1
am.
million
Yeah.
worth of crow and 1 million transactions?
3 million transactions. It's an old wallet.
Maybe it's a market maker wallet where it's fully automated. I wouldn't say it's a
Yeah, that's what
person.
I was
You
thinking.
should not assume that there are people behind everything. The vast majority of wallets are automated.
100%.
I think people often they look at something and imagine a person.
Okay, so I'm not a dumbass, Jimmy. There are also dates
You
involved
are
on
a
the
dumbass,
blockchain.
though.
No, no. You need to go on down to the next turn, buddy, because that ain't me.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Y'all get along now, you hear? KD, what's going on?
Yeah, but Kazan, to your point, because you got me thinking that
Why do you all
if you
sound
don't
like you're
open
on fucking heroin right now? Like,
what do you mean,
pick it
bro?
up. Like,
Why
you
are you
and
sounding
Jimmy
like?
are just fucking like, hey, man. Fucking.
Anyways,
We're
Kazan,
speaking
can you hear me
quietly
now? Can
because
you
we're
can you hear
trying to
me?
speak in hushed
Why?
tones. Hushed
Oh
tones.
Jesus fucking
There's no
Christ,
secrets here. Just say it to the world.
Kazan, if we don't
Talking about
talk,
something called Trollcoin Alpha. Surely there's secrets.
Not on the blockchain, baby.
Are you sure about that? If that
I
was
will
true, why are we
find
having an argument if it's a
you.
person or not?
No, we're gonna figure this shit out.
Let me just say something very quickly about the nature
All
of
right.
Crow. People don't seem to understand the spiritual aspect of being a part of this community. You know, early Ethereum people were very attached to that project emotionally because they thought that it would change the world. And that's one of the reasons why it was successful. Every single success has
I
a
like
near
you, Jimmy, but you ruined a perfectly good conversation.
It did change the world, didn't it, Jimmy?
and and it requires a near cult following for a project to be successful through the highs and the lows. That is the most important aspect of this. If you get into Crow, you have to truly love Crow for what it is. And during the highs and lows, you have to be attached to it. That is why I suggest follow Crow like you follow your mother. Thank you.
No, thank you, Jimmy. Thanks everybody. I think I'm just booting everybody and starting over. I don't know what's going on with y'all, but Loaded Companions is here. Hey, shout out to our sponsors this week. What's good?
That sounds.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Chilling.
Yeah, just got off work here, kind of, freeing up.
Well,
Can I respond to that, if you don't mind, very quickly, Mr. Loaded?
What's up, brother?
I noticed that Kazan just became a host. Is that how I pronounce it? Kazan? It's very hard to
it's
read that name.
Kazan, and I'm
Okay,
glad he
Mr.
accepted.
Kazan, can I ask you a question?
That means yes.
Can you say "get to the chopper"
Oh
if you don't
God,
mind?
this is like, whoa, deja vu, Zaza. I swear to God, we had this exact conversation in December of 2021.
Get to the
Yep,
chopper.
yep.
Kazan, can you say
And then I
that, please?
booted him. I said, "Stop it." I like some things that you said, Jimmy. One that's gonna really throw everybody is we're always telling them to get their emotions out of it. You know, we're trying to be pragmatic about our
Well,
investment.
that's not true. Crypto or Tesla. I
We're
mean,
trying.
all these successful stocks that are heavily retail based, that is simply not true, right? I mean, if you don't, it's like this, guys. You have to believe that it's going to work out. People thought that about Tesla, but if you actually see it happen in front of you, then it's too late. When Tesla started making 1 million cars a year, and people are saying, "I got to get into Tesla," I was saying, when it was making 100,000 cars, what were you missing? It's like, oh, I just didn't know they could do it. So now that they 10x their market cap, you're going to do it, right? It's like, yeah. It's like, well, that means either two things. Either A, you're blind, or either B, you only believe something when it's obviously clearly successful and you really have no idea what you're doing. And they said, no, it's not like that at all. I just, I need to make sure my money is safe. The stock goes down by 50% the next week because it was, volatile. You got to go through.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy. You're talking out of my heart. And this is my point, Alpha. Like what I'm trying to say, crypto.com is doing a really good job on that, right? A hypothesis. A hypothesis. Is there any better central exchange that you can just buy your cryptocurrency? Look just at the UX and UI. Compare it to Binance. If you have used Binance, if you have used crypto.com, which one is better? Be honest. Just try it out. The guys who haven't tried out and flooding crypto.com, they have no idea. And crypto.com is going the right way. And this is my point also, what I'm trying to say and why I'm not coming up and trying to upset other projects.
And now you're up here
We
upsetting
have,
everybody, muting everybody.
yeah, that's, come on, I have to,
I love
I
it.
have to
No,
share my
bro,
thoughts right now. You asked for it.
Binance.
I'm
I want people to come up here and tell us their honest opinions, because I've heard a lot of people say that they actually love Binance because of the UI UX. And we're also always saying that in here. It's one of the most important things, like, especially for people that have not the highest level of understanding. The way that the website looks and feels and responds when you use it, that's one of the biggest reasons that people stick to a website.
okay. Now we have to trust crypto.com and what they are building as a ground. And then if it's a big platform, if we have a lot of traction here, then we can go on with other projects and invest our 20%, 10%, or what else
Well, let's see what
in the local
see what
ones.
these guys think. Dr. Degen.
Thank you. Let me just come in here and respond if you don't mind. I agree with you, but there are two facts that are kind of different from Binance. The first thing about Binance is it does have a stable coin, and I think a lot of people know this, and essentially they know that they're printing money. So there's a lot of financial trading. Institutions are the biggest users of Binance. That's not the same as Crow. So for them, um, the UI is just something they say. The truth is, speculation and money printing is the main reason why they're using it. And BUSD, when it collapses, and I guarantee you, BUSD will completely collapse. Crow will come out on top. That's the first thing. The second thing, of course, is to respond to your earlier point. I would say this. Can you just say for everyone in this room, get to the chopper?
Okay,
Thank
I
you.
will. Get to the chopper.
No, Kazan. Kazan, can you say that? Because you're
I
German.
don't know who that is. Kazan?
Say get to the chat, please.
Dr. DJ.
Kazan, get to the
What's
chat,
up,
bro.
buddy?
Hey, Alpha, how are you?
Beautiful.
Awesome. It's been a while. Thanks to you and all the listeners and other speakers in the room. My name's Dr. Degen, and I pretty much started my adventure in this space with Alpha. He was one of the first Spaces hosts that I followed and listened in on. And it's been a long, crazy trip since then. Alpha knows, I don't even have to say it. He knows what I've been through. You name it, I've been through it. I've been through the ringer. But what I wanted to mention, I've been listening to all these conversations, mostly on the Ethereum side. But I'm heavily invested in Kronos as well. Like you were talking about VVS, I've got 1 billion shares. You were talking about shit. What was the other one?
Tectonic. Yeah.
I've got 1 billion of those too. Okay, 1 billion. Count the zeros. So I'm still.
Can I ask you very quickly, Dr. Degen, how many zeros are in a billion?
Get him out of here. Get him out. That's two.
Yeah, you don't know, do you? You say, for example, on your profile that you're straight commission
just leave the guy
commodities
talk,
brokers.
dude.
But what about this?
Nope.
Are you
Here he
straight
goes.
because you did?
Hey, go ahead, KD. What do you got?
I said leave the guy talk, dude. Leave the guy talk. Can we listen to him, please?
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, these spaces are so gnarly. Anyway, I'm 51. I've been a straight commission broker my entire career. I started out as a gold, silver, platinum, and palladium broker, trading on the Chicago Board of Exchange. And I moved to stock. I was a Park Avenue stockbroker. I worked on 90 Park Avenue. And what I want to say is, like, we don't have anything in this space until we have a market that runs properly, an exchange that runs properly. I wish some of the top shelf influencers and creators, I think they should get together and we should form our own exchange. What we've got going on right now is absolutely ridiculous, and anybody my age would laugh if I asked them to invest in this crazy mess. But just think for 1 second. Imagine you were buying stock on the New York Stock Exchange, and then you find out that you bought fake stock. Buddy, the exchange would be closed that day. Shit like that does not happen in the real world. Rugs don't happen in the real world. I've been rugged so many times for so many reasons I almost have forgotten. So
I gotta push back on that a little bit, bro.
Go ahead, Alpha.
We were talking about the Adani Group fiasco in India yesterday because we thought Sam Bankman-Fried had made a name for crypto and all of us as being the largest scam in history.
Lived right.
9 billion, right? And then 2 weeks later, this Adani guy from India comes in with a $42 billion fraud scheme with a bunch of shell corporations inflating the stock of a puffed up company. And what is the difference of that than a token with 27 wallets?
I'm so glad you asked that question, Alpha. Yeah, the difference is the exchange. It's simple. Stockbrokers deal with exchanges that are infallible, absolutely infallible. There's no fake stock. There's no fake anything. There's no wallet drainers. If there was one wallet drainer or one fake in the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, or the Chicago Board of Exchange, an event like that would shut them down. It's not allowed. It's a zero-sum game. And there are no mistakes. If you make a mistake as an exchange, you shouldn't be there. And I've got onto OpenSea with collections that have 2,000 items in them for collections that I already own and I'm trying to add to. I'm like sweeping off the floor. They're just...
And it's the wrong NFT?
All the NFTs are the wrong NFTs because we don't have a reliable exchange. I'm excited to look at this new one. What's it called?
Blur?
What's this? Blur. I'm excited to look at Blur. Yeah, I am.
Well, Yeah,
They've been,
season 2 is about to start.
what's that?
Season 2. They're doing another
Yeah,
airdrop. Only
exactly.
only
Did you
12% of the supply is out. So
right? Did you participate in round one alpha?
I did not.
I did not either, but I think I'd like to participate in round two, and I think I'm going to start listing and buying my NFTs over there. I'm sick of OpenSea. Uh, I bought a really expensive fake NFT off OpenSea off a completely fake site, and I reported it the next day, and it was still there. It was still there. And then someone told me they have to have 20 requests to bring down a site like that for them to actually do it. That's
Wow.
ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. That's not protecting your customers. An exchange is supposed to be infallible and provide a fluid market, give buyers and sellers a place to trade fairly. And if you've got a bunch of fake collections up there, uh, and rugged projects and all kinds of, it's a mess.
It's
We're
tough, man. And then you got, the solutions that we tried to work up here on Chronos, like Ibisu's Bay, curated NFT selections, and the community ends up not being happy with that because there aren't enough options.
No, I
Um,
like eBoost Bay. I've got a
yeah,
founder's pack,
no,
and
but
I've
I'm just saying everybody's gonna have something to say. Speaking of which, I got to get through these hands. We only got 2 minutes until our third and final 420. Let's go Yogi and then Loaded.
Yeah, what's up? I raised my hand whenever Kazam was talking about the difference between crypto.com and Binance. I don't know much about Binance, but I'm fairly new to KuCoin. I just started playing with that. And the difference I see for sure, KuCoin has a lot more capabilities, but it is a lot more confusing. Crypto.com is very simple to operate. But if Crypto.com would bring in some of the features like KuCoin, I think they would get a lot more traction, and also the fees as far as buying and selling on Crypto.com
what's
would lower.
Yeah, man. I remember I came to
That's a good
crypto.com to
point. That's a good
buy
point.
Doge. I bought Dogecoin on crypto.com and I didn't really know what I was doing. So that means it was easy. And I'm glad they made it easy for me because I'm still here.
I
They never
mean,
gave me the card.
he's right. Yogi is completely right. They have more options over there, but I think this crypto.com should keep it easy on the regular app, and probably try to get these add-ons on the exchange app, because the exchange is for the
Yeah,
advanced
and
people.
get the exchange to the US consumer
Yes,
base.
I was about to say that because, dude, when I had that problem with that coin last week, a few of them was telling me, "Oh, you got to use the exchange." I'm like, I can't use the damn exchange.
Soon, Yogi. We're going to
you
get
know
them.
that's one thing I can say about the Kronos network. It was my introduction to cryptocurrency, but yeah,
It was a
I
good place to start, right?
it's
No
a great
regrets.
place to start. But the important thing is, I've never bought a fake NFT on Kronos.
There you
I've
go.
never encountered a fake collection. I haven't had any of the problems that I've had in Ethereum. So that's a good testimony for Crow right there.
We'll
And
take it.
I agree that 8 cents is an excellent price, especially
Hey, and happy 420, everybody. We did it.
happy 420.
We did it again. We burned through all three 420s like we do every damn day. Proud of y'all. You're doing a great job. If no one told you that today, fuck them. You're doing a great job. Loaded companions. What's up?
Hey, what's up, y'all? I just want to say on the Binance thing, one thing that I thought was really cool when I used to use Binance is you would get lower trading fees if you had their BNB coin. So I always thought it'd be really cool on like crypto.com if you could like pay a little bit of crow to get like cheaper fees. But that's obviously got to get like up the chain. But that's one thing I really liked about Binance is you can buy, $5-10 of BNB and your trading fees would be much cheaper.
Yeah, man. We got to have something better than flipping these diamonds for mystery boxes with 8 crow in it at the most. That shit is killing me. Does it make it back? Does it make back your spread and your transaction fees? Nah, I don't think so. But it's something. Me and Zaza were stacking those
Binance was
dimes.
Alpha. Did you know that Binance was my entry point? But I had to have somebody who's holding my hand and lead me through because I couldn't help
Who did that
myself
for you?
looking at it. And if I'm showing somebody crypto.com, they can do it even by themselves. That explains it.
I hope that's the case.
And KuCoin is definitely also good, especially for the games.
Troops, what do you think?
Yeah, all good. I'm just chilling. I'm tired, man. It's
Everyone's tired
11:30
today, yeah.
Saturday. Yeah, long day with kids and all that kind of shit on a Saturday. But just you're wrapping things up, I think. So I did my usual pop up, say what's up. But yeah, all good stuff. Exchanges, centralized stuff. It's always a fun conversation. Do like KuCoin though. It was the first thing I ever used back in the day. It was really popular, but I haven't used it for a long time.
Yeah,
Good platform.
I have heard some good things recently. Yogi started a non KYC account, right, Yog? And you get
Yeah, you could leverage trade up to 5x with it.
that's pretty damn
Non
good for
KY.
no KYC.
Oh, yeah. I've been playing
Uh,
last night for like $12 on a little pump.
$100.
it's got loads of functionality. It's quite an in-depth platform, that's for sure. Loads of different funny little things that you can do there.
Yeah, the one thing that kind of got me, Troop, was the different that they have set up inside your account. You got a
Uh,
main account, a trading account, a
yeah,
margin.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All the different, yeah. So you got that little top left. You've got to switch it all the time to the
Yeah,
different bits. Yeah,
I was like, what the hell? I mean, it's simple. Once you figure it out, it's easy. And it's
yeah.
free. You just got to move your shit around.
Yeah, you're gonna have to teach
I
me.
can't remember who it was back in the day. I used to follow one of my early. Who the hell was that guy's name again? Max Meyer. Jesus, that's funny. I've not looked at that for a long time. Max Meyer was some crypto dude way back a couple of years ago, and I joined his Patreon group in my early crypto adventures. And he did everything on KuCoin, so he was the one that introduced me to it.
Max Meyer. I wonder if that name is familiar for some reason.
Still around. Like I don't even know. Like he's not like a Twitter kind of dude. He was just I don't even know. He was like a YouTuber actually. I think loads of like really good early kind of fairly easy to understand crypto stuff on YouTube. I think that's how I found him initially, like years and years ago.
Yeah, I posted that guy I've been telling you all about. Oh, Paul Barron. He has a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
Have you seen that? It's pretty good. Um, he's
yeah. I've heard his
anti-crow, which
name
is
for sure.
interesting. Like, I don't know what his history is with crow, but like he won't talk about it. Um, but he's got very smart people that come on there. And I get good information from there daily. So I'm gonna put that up top because Twitter definitely suppresses your tweets if they're about YouTube. Fucking Elon.
I'm about to go
Yeah.
to sleep, and I love to share my last thought also on the
Kazan.
YouTubers and crypto.com. Uh, what I see is that crypto.com is not paying all the YouTuber to promote crypto.com. The other platforms in exchange do that, and they pay these YouTubers to promote it. That is making the attention also exploding for these platforms. But as we know, crypto.com is moving slowly but steady and secure. And this is a good way. And I hope they won't go for the YouTubers until they are safe and steady and secure and building a good ground. And we have to support the ground.
Beautiful.
That's my last
I love
thoughts.
your last
Have a
thoughts,
good night.
Kazan. These are our closing thoughts, y'all. Thank you for coming to our Saturday jungle. Make sure to tweet out the room on your way out because we always have more people listening back than showing up. And we love it like that. That's why we record all these spaces. That's why we put them on YouTube. And hopefully they can be a resource to people that we haven't even met yet. So drink that water, brush those teeth, own your keys, own your crypto. This is DeFi, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever forget that shit. Don't tell your seed phrase to anyone ever. That's how you lose all your shit. Write it on a piece of paper, put it in a safe or put it someplace safe, and then show somebody else how to do this, because it ain't easy. Tomorrow is Sunday, so I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their weekend. We'll be back on Monday, and we are giving out a chimp tonight, a legendary chimp. It is your last chance, if you're a Thunder token holder, to mint a Thundercat. Each one is one entry, and all the other stuff that comes with it. Yogi and Troops, close us out.
I think Troops probably about to say what I wanted to say. Troops is gonna be having a big space tomorrow with Abuses Bay. If anybody wants to join.
Hey, I was going to mention that. Weirdly, I haven't seen the tweet out from Beasus Bay about it yet, so you've probably seen it before I have, unless it was because I put something in our Discord about it briefly. But yeah, I couldn't remember if you did a jungle on Sunday, Alpha, but I was pretty sure that you didn't. So that's great because the timing would have sucked. But I think it's going to be 5 p.m. EST. When the official Beasus Bay tweet and whatnot comes out, I'll do all the usual stuff. But it's the first kind of official big AMA that we've done for a long time. We don't typically do a lot of that these days, but if you're hanging around at a loose end, feel free to come along. We'll be talking about the whole journey to date and what we've got in store coming up. So
That's
good to see you
awesome.
all
We
there.
will be there. Lots of love, y'all. Peace.
Peace.